Howdy, this is Josh.
It's Ray.
We're here at See the Sea RX in Houston, where we are the prescription dive mask specialist. And Ray, you know, recently in December, I got to go down to Cancun.
I do.
I know you're a little jealous.
Yeah.
And I got to do a lot of diving. You know, we became Ikelite dealers last year, so we do the underwater camera housings. And I got to test out a new camera housing for a Sony camera that's pretty small. And we shot a lot of video down there, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. And I basically did 2 dive trips while I was down there in Cancun. And there's basically 2 things you can do while you're down in that part of Mexico. You can drive down and dive the cenotes, or you can do the ocean diving, and I did both. And the cenotes are incredible. We're talking thousands and thousands of miles of underground tunnels that run through the Riviera Maya in Mexico. They're crystal clear. We've got some of the video here that we'll show you guys in a second. I did 2 dives in the cenotes on this trip. I did El Pit, which is literally the pit. It's a large pit that actually goes down to over 100 feet deep. And you'll see in the video here, there's a couple cool things that happen here. One thing that's cool is you get where the freshwater and the saltwater mix, and that's called the halocline. And as you can see in the video here, what happens is you get this visual disturbance. The camera is actually in focus. It's hard because your eyes actually can't focus, and you get kind of this pixelated view. The camera is actually shooting correctly here, and this is what happens where these 2 layers mix. Absolutely gorgeous, crystal clear water.
Today we're doing a cavern dive. We're going to one of the most beautiful places in the world, from my point of view. But I've been to all the nice places to go, and this place is spectacular. What we're doing today, we're doing the pit and Dos Ojos. I would like to do the Dos Ojos system because it's very spectacular. For cavern diving, we follow different rules and procedures that we normally use for ocean diving. These techniques and rules, they're for safety, but I would say they're mainly educational. So in the future, when you're diving in an overhead environment, that it could be a wreck, it could be under the ice, it could be a sea cave, it could be a sinkhole. You follow these rules to make sure you're going to be okay. To be considered a cavern, we always have to see the daylight, always. If we're not in the daylight area, it would be a cave dive. To dive in the cave area, you need to be qualified as a cave diver, which we're not. So we can only stay in the cavern area. To be able to dive in the cavern, you need to be guided by a cave diver, in this case me. So the daylight. Sometimes it's in front, sometimes on the side, sometimes it's behind. The thing is, the daylight will always show us a way out. That's the purpose of the daylight. Okay? On the first dive, that is the pit, how the name is just a big pit, so we have no issues regarding the light. But in the other one, sometimes we don't have it in front of us. We have it on the side or we have it behind, right? I always stay in the cavern area. That's the first rule. The second rule is that we have to follow a continuous guideline. The guideline is a permanent line. It's as thick as this cable. Dos Ojos is in the Guinness record as the longest cave system in the world, with over 42 kilometers. Until 5 years ago, they found connections to 100 kilometers, but they never registered. And 3 years ago, they found connections to 200 kilometers. So these are the veins of the earth. There's so many places to go, so it would be very easy to get lost. If we stay following the line, we're going to be okay. It's important that you know that the line is only visual reference. We do not need to hold on to it. The dive itself, it's so easy and so relaxing, you're really going to enjoy it.